Welcome back, fellow seekers of transformation, and greetings to those of you that is joining us for the first time. I invite you all to embark on this remarkable journey by subscribing to our YouTube course. It's a free course titled Become a Modern Day Alchemist. And this course basically builds upon the foundation of being a modern day alchemist. And it's going to allow you to tap into the powers of manifestation and creation from the realm of pure ideas without the constraints of any financial resources. I see that we are caught in this system that we're in. We think that we need to take risk in order to make financial success, or that we have to have money in order to make money. And it's not the truth. Of course, there's nothing wrong with it if that is what you believe, but there's always a consequence. And the consequence that you're going to find is that by trying to speed up things and not gaining the skills, that is where, at the end of the day, the system is going to steal. And they don't actually steal, but they're going to eat our energy. The problem is we're not going to know it. I want you to join me on this course. I'm Dreyer, and I'm going to be your guide on this path of alchemical mastery. So let's dive into the captivating world of the law of expansion and contraction. Now, this is a fundamental principle that governs the cycles of growth. So within the ebb and the flow, we encounter phases of expansion where opportunities abound and abundance flourish. And then during this, there's going to be time of great breakthroughs, manifesting our desires with ease and grace. But we're also going to find that intertwined with expansion, we're also going to experience periods of constraint, a time of introspection and consolidation, where challenges arise and resources start to appear scarce. So the law of expansion and contraction impact in a profound way, particularly in our pursuit of financial wealth, riches, and success. It's during the time of expansion that we witness the manifestation of our desires, the realization of our goals, and of course, the accumulation of material abundance. It is a phase where we reap the rewards of our efforts and witness the transformative power of alchemical pursuit. But then there's the other hand, and that is the periods of contraction. And these periods may appear as setbacks, as financial limitation, or even straight out as failures. These are the moments that's going to test our resolve, to pushing us to refine our strategies and to adapt to changing circumstances. And it is these periods that's going to deepen our understanding, of course, if we understand this law and how to apply it. Because the moment that we understand that it's during these periods that we need to deepen our understanding of the alchemical process, that we're going to start getting the benefits of what this law is supposed to give us. So it is through these challenging times that we develop that resilience, that creativity, and that unwavering determination to transcend limitations and achieve extraordinary success in our lives. In the realm of the law of expansion and contraction, we find a profound resonance with the Hermetic principle of polarity. And that principle basically states that everything in the universe has a dual nature, an inherent duality of light and darkness, of expansion and contraction, of abundance and scarcity. So by embracing both aspects, we unlock the true powers of alchemy. We understand that growth is not linear, but a dance between these opposing forces, each very essential in its own right. So practically applying the law of expansion and contraction in our wealth manifestation process, we recognize that during times of expansion, we must seize the opportunity, take inspired action, and embody a mindset of abundance. We leverage our alchemical skills to attract wealth, to create new ventures, and to experience exponential growth. But conversely, during a time of contraction, that is the time that we start turning inwards, where we're evaluating the strategies that we are following to see, are they working, are they not working, how can we improve on them? And then during this time also to expand our knowledge, our skills, to improve our competency, to harnessing the power of our thoughts to transmute this scarcity that we may be experiencing that time. But no, that is what's going to lead us into abundance. I'd like you to consider perhaps the story of a young alchemist who, amidst turbulence and life cycles, discovered the wisdom of the law of expansion and contraction. During times of expansion, he harnessed his creativity and vision, and in the process manifesting extraordinary wealth, success, and material wealth. Yet, it was actually during the periods of contraction that he truly honed his alchemical craft. He delved deep into his own psyche, refining his mindset and transforming limitations into stepping stones towards greater achievements. As you can see by now, as an alchemist, we need to center ourselves the whole time. We must understand that there's good in the bad and there's bad in the good. And when we only look at one side of this polarity, always at the positive, and everyone just wants to see the positive. But there cannot be a positive without the negative, because it's the negative that creates the positive. But in the positive, we must expect the negative, because that is the cycle of the wave of energy. It's a wave. There's positive and negative. There's ups and down. There's a polarity. There's a up and an in. There's always a duality the moment that we talk in terms of energy. And emotions, by the way, emotions is simply energy in motion. And that is what we're after. We are looking for the experiences that we're getting. And we can create our own experiences by understanding these laws. So your task for today is to embrace the duality of the law of expansion and contraction in your own life. And then I want you to reflect on the cycles of growth that you've personally experienced, both in the moments of abundance as well as in the challenging times. And if you're like a normal person, there would have been challenging times. But there's also going to be great moments. And I want you to explore how these contracting phases have shaped your journey as a modern day alchemist, and identify practical steps to navigate and harness the powers of expansion and contraction for your own financial success. So as we conclude today in the exploration of the laws of expansion and contraction, I want you to remember that within the contraction lies the sea of expansion. And within every challenge lies the opportunity for growth. Embrace the dance between these dualities, for they hold the keys to unlocking the full potential of your alchemical abilities. By mastering the art of navigating these cycles, you'll find yourself on a path towards a parallel success in abundance. So, if you found this lesson inspiring and insightful, I really want to encourage you to like, share, and to comment on this video. Your engagement helps us create a community of like-minded individuals on this alchemical journey. And it also helps us in order to get this message out to more and more people. So don't forget to watch the full course. Start at the beginning. If this makes sense to you, start at the beginning if you haven't done so, and take one lesson at a day. And then as you get through and in that lesson, implement that you've learned for the day in your life. And then tomorrow, carry on with the next one, because tomorrow there will be another one, and I want you to join me in that one. And then lastly, if you haven't done so, I want you to sign up for a free online masterclass called the Golden Key Masterclass that I present. In this masterclass, I'm going to dive a lot deeper into this manifestation process and how it works, so that you can get the practical application and see if you can apply this in your life. So that is where you're going to uncover some of the techniques that accelerate your alchemical journey. The link to register just below this video if you haven't done so, or maybe do it a second time. Thank you so much for joining me today, fellow alchemists, and may your path be illuminated with abundance, and may your mastery of the alchemical art bring forth transformation, not only for yourself, but also for the world around you. Together, let us create a reality filled with prosperity, filled with joy and filled with limitless possibilities. Because this, my friend, is your birthright. You are a born and a natural alchemist. I see you in the next lesson.